Hi, welcome back to Too Many Mods Garage. I'm going to take you on a quick little ride around town. We're going to talk about what this video is going to be about. I'm going to go ahead and start my car, let you hear it, and I'm going to explain what's going on in this video. This video is mainly going to be about fixing the sound of my Borla S-Type exhaust system and finding the missing horsepower in my Whipple Smurf setup. I've had it dynoed twice already and have always thought that my car has been down on power compared to other Whipple builds similar to mine. I have also been having issues with the sound of my 2.5-inch Borla S-Type axleback exhaust ever since I put on the ARH catless long tube headers over a year ago. This exhaust sounded amazing before that, but it only got more raspy and annoying once the Whipple Supercharger was added. Lastly, at the Popeye No Time Streetcar Super Bowl event last month, my car was getting pretty bad belt slip with a 3-inch grip tech pulley. I'll be addressing that issue next. That'll be next week. In this video, I'll be putting my car on the dyno to get a baseline with a 2.5-inch Borla S-Type axleback exhaust. That's still connected to my OEM 2.5-inch piping that goes to my 3-inch ARH X pipe that connects to my ARH 1 7/8 catless long tubes. Then I'll remove that restrictive exhaust, put it back on the dyno to compare the horsepower numbers and show any power gains by going to the Borla 3-inch S-Type catback exhaust. This is what's currently on the car now. And this is what I'll be replacing the 2.5-inch axlebacks with, the true 3-inch catback. After owning nothing but Borla S-Type systems on my last 3 Mustangs, I was extremely excited to see that Borla now offers a 3-inch stainless H-pipe that can be put into any other catback systems. So I went ahead and ordered this as well. The main purpose of this video is to show that restricted exhaust with major back pressure can cause damage to the inside of mufflers, and then when the sound degrades, which mine has obviously. I called Borla to speak with them on this issue, and he agreed with me that at my power level, I definitely need to have a full 3-inch catback exhaust setup. I then asked if I could get these 2.5-inch Borla S-Type axlebacks warranted, and he said sure, we just need to see a video of what they sound like. So let me go ahead and show you that right after this short video about the giveaway that I'm doing. As some of you have already seen, I have bought t-shirts for my YouTube channel and my 2 project cars. I'm going to be giving away some of these t-shirts randomly to my followers on each video. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the video that you're seeing now for a chance to win. I will pick weekly in the comments on each video. So comment for a chance to win a free t-shirt of your choice. And now back to your regularly scheduled video. Well, I'm here at a guy's shop. I'm going to get my car dynoed. Basically, want to see what it makes before we swap the Borla 2.5-inch exhaust. We're going to go to the 3-inch, and I'll come back and get it re-dynoed to see if it gains any power. All right, got the car on here. Got it all strapped down. It's got the 3.0 pulley on it. I'm going to see if I'm getting belt slip, as well as see how much power we're losing running the 2.5-inch exhaust, because I'm going up to the 3-inch. Now the Borla basically is giving me a refund, and I bought the 3-inch catback instead of the axleback, so should have quite a bit more power gain, I'm hoping. Also putting on the Whipple 10 rib setup, so we'll alleviate any belt slip if there is any. These are STD numbers, made 901 on the first pull, 895 for the second. This is with 2.5 inch exhaust with the 3-inch pulley. Finally was able to get my new 3-inch Borla S-Type catback installed. This video is immediately after picking it up. I wasn't able to get a video of the completed project that day. The owner of the company I brought it to was being a major dick and wouldn't even let me record a simple 20-second video for my channel. He wasn't even busy. I was able to get a short video when the car was on the lift at Steve Ellis's shop, so I'll include that here. How's it going? Back for another day. Drove my car to work today, kind of breaking the Borla catback S-Type mufflers I put on. I'm going to get you a cold start so you can kind of see how it sounds. This is starting in normal mode. All right, here it goes. picked up quite a bit of that hidden restricted horsepower. I went from 903 rear wheel horsepower to 927 on the first pull. He let off a little early at 7,500 RPMs though. The next pull he took it to 7,700 RPMs and it picked up another 16 horsepower for a total of 943. Pretty crazy to think this much horsepower was being held back on my Stage 2 Whipple Gen 3 Coyote car. Just because of the 2.5-inch Borla S-Type axleback mufflers and OEM piping leading to it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in this next video, I'll be returning back to Steve Ellis to get the Whipple 10-rib, MFP 10-rib crank support, and the ATI 10-rib 20% overdrive lower, and the GripTech 3.5-inch pulley installed. Then I'll return back to the dyno to see how much horsepower I gain with the belts not slipping anymore. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win a free t-shirt. I'll be doing this giveaway for another few weeks. Thanks again. Catch you guys next week.